like he's deceived by the slower ball. He is deceived because he's tall, he's able to get on top of the bounce as well. No issue creating leverage, but I think the fact that he's so still, he gets in a really strong position to hit, and he just waits to see what it is. Well, the first of two Trans-Tasman clashes tonight. Second tonight, rather big one. Women's Cricket World Cup. The White Ferns taking on the champions of Australia indoor. So we wish the White Ferns all the very best, as we do to the Australians too, right?
This article has too many options. What's a good local dessert when it's hot? Bingsu. It's a popular shaved ice dessert in Korea. Find us at the nearest place.
O-R-E. Well, everyone's favourite idiot uncle's back on commentary. Not the indoor cricket world champs, the Women's Cricket World Cup in indoor. Is it an indoor cricket world cup? I-N-D-O-R-E. Yes, there is. Yeah. That's not important. Your geography is in the spotlight. Race well. Trying to change the game here. A different picture for Mitch Marsh, I think, would be high on his priority list. Unless the New Zealand bowling. It's just a bit scatter gun at the moment, isn't it? And that's okay in and of itself, because you've got different styles of bowling. Cole Jamieson has a different style of bowling to a Jacob Duffy, who's more a swing bowler, to a Matt Henry, who's a real length bowler.
Well, I don't think you're ever going to see a T20 pitch match like a test match pitch.
No, you're not.
Well, it's always going to be all over the show. But it's where the boundaries are hit.
Well, that is just almost an amazing wicket for New Zealand. I thought to myself, first of all, the shot was amazing.
Oh, this is a really good effort because he had to commit to this. It's very, very easy to back off and think, well, it's going to be tough, could get underneath my body, protect the boundary, but he kept moving forwards, Chapman.
Well, that's not just
Matt Henry. Matt Henry. Good effort from a fast bowler, that, wasn't it?
Good bit of turn here. It's tucked away down the left side, just for one.
I was wondering why I got full there. He's in disguise, Matt Henry. I've never seen him with a mode.
I spoke to Daryl Mitchell the other day and they said they've started calling him Matt from accounts. That's a chance. No, one bounce down to Mitchell.
Looks like a traffic officer.
That's a thing of the past.
Well, you know, the police who work as traffic.
Sure.
Yeah. He'd be one of those nice, if he pulled you over, he'd be very nice to you. It'd be like, you know, you always get a lecture for how you drive, but it'll be a nice lecture.
At the 8th over, it's 90 for 1.
This article has too many options. What's a good local dessert when it's hot? Bingsu. It's a popular shaved ice dessert in Korea. Please find us at the nearest place.
Zach Vokes went 9 of his first. He will return from the Tauranga end.
That's short on strike. It's full on straight. Short manages to work this down to long on for 1. Now, even with the absences, Rick, in this Australian side, and New Zealand have a few themselves, but Tim David in at 4 carries, Stoinis on. You've got game breakers all the way through that middle order for Australia. Genuine game breakers and match winners. So you have to be pretty regular with your wicket taking to put this side under any sort of pressure, and you're not going to do it that way. That is a shot of class.
It was a real feeling of thank you very much about the way Marsh put this away. Saw it fall, shuffle down, and then thank you very much. That's right where I like it.
He's on 48s. What a weapon. Where do you bowl him?
Why did you got to try to think, well, let's get him off strike. Let's starve him with some strike.
Well, that's going to be 50 up. And what a way to do it. Into the crowd, put down, doesn't matter. Mitch Marsh putting on a clinic here in Mount Maunganui.
So when on speed, full and straight, bang for 6. Then got the change up off pace, short, wide, bang for 6. Right where it needed to be hit, both of them. Oh, that's a poor effort out there.
Look at a strike rate. Now, the New Zealand's High Commissioner to Sri Lanka would like you to know that the World Indoors are on now, actually. 4 New Zealand teams representing us.
So how about an apology? Because I wasn't wrong.
Now, you were wrong at the start.
If I came up with the right answer, how was I wrong? And the temps are on.
When you've failed to grasp the central tenet of the conversation, I think that is the fundamental issue. Now you've created a diplomatic incident.
I'll tell you what, those indoor cricketers always make brilliant fielders.
But a very good friend of mine, Robbie McFarlane, was just at the Club Nationals in New Zealand, and they break a lot of things. A lot of fingers, shoulder injuries, diving about the place. It feels like a dangerous game. Oh, that's just a golf swing. He has just picked that up and deposited it on the terraces with ease.
Well, you've got Marsh going to one end. New Zealanders don't need this fella going to the other. Similar sort of strike of the ball, isn't he? Tall bloke, uses his long levers, gets good solid base, can hit 360, just like Marsh.
He's looking for full and wide. Yeah, folks, just over pitches this one, but it still works in his favour. Top ball to finish the over. It's all the ones. 1-1-1 for 1 after 9.
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence that'll be great.
Now this is legit.
Bracewell will return, the New Zealand skipper. And they've got to find something here. They really do. New Zealand will need to strike and need to strike in the next few balls. And they're not going to. That is going to be deposited too. Straight down the ground. Another one for Marsh. He is 61 off 25 delivery.
It's like they're playing T-ball. New Zealand, and they're not trying to, but it's just like their team. They don't know where they bowl. It's just Australians are just making it look so easy to dispatch it.
Well, I think he sees the kind of attitude which Marsh, speaking in tops with you earlier on, he talked about playing at these smaller grounds. Bay Oval's quite a large ground by New Zealand standards. There's nothing over worrying about that for an Australian coming here. I mean, look at a ground like Bay Oval, that's a six fest. So the intent's there early anyway, like it always has been with this team in T20 cricket. But at the moment, they're just under the pump, and they have been right from the get-go in this chase. It hasn't always been a happy place for the team fielding first, Bay Oval. Australia. It's nice from Bracewell. He'll remain calm, he always does. Stay in the fight will be the mantra.
Yeah, you have to fight, don't you? When you go for six on the first ball, it becomes a long over. Don't mind that. Just fractionally wide. I think it's a method. A deep point. Hard to get underneath that.
And I've decided about again. Speaking of the indoor World Cup, Rick, you'll never guess who's leading that. Australia are leading that.
Wait.
New Zealand men have played 6-1-5, Australia men have played 7-1-6. There you go. India currently ranked 7th. That tournament happening in Sri Lanka at the moment. So good luck to all of those playing in the indoor World Cup. And in the World Cup and indoor. 1-2-2 for 1.
It's my first time camping. Which one's better?
The light jacket is perfect.
What about hats?
That bucket hat is much better for shade.
Great. And for Milo?
A matching hat would be adorable.
Come here, Milo.
स्ट्रीमर भी गेमर है, लेकिन यहाँ सब कुछ दाव पर है। गेमिंग और स्ट्रीमिंग दोनों का प्रेशर ऑन वन लैपटॉप। एक मिस्टेक और ढेर सारी नींद।
He's alone against 5.
पर मेरा Lenovo Legion इंटेंस प्रेशर में भी कूल रहता है और रियल टाइम में परफॉर्मेंस ऑप्टिमाइज करता है for uninterrupted gaming.
Yes, last one standing.
Lenovo, damn the odds.
This article has too many options. What's a good local dessert when it's hot? Bingsu. It's a popular shaved ice dessert in Korea. Please find us at the nearest place.
Any risk.
Need to wake them up.
हम जो करने जा रहे हैं वो रिस्की तो है, but the biggest risk is not taking any risk.
एक के बाद एक अरे भक्ति नहीं हो क्या? Well, at the halfway mark, 10 overs completed. Australia 122 for 1. This is game 1 of the KFC T20 series. Mount Maunganui. Australia in a pretty good position thanks to the skipper Mitch Marsh, 63 for 28. Actually won the toss here earlier on. Was happy to chase, and that's the way he likes to play it early on. Well, 7 4s and 4 6s. When you see Mitch Marsh down the ground hitting straight on the face of the bat, you are in trouble. Even the changes of pace for the quick bowlers in the power play, they got off to a flyer, the Australians, and he was all over it. Runs all around the ground. A blustery breeze, but that one was into the breeze. Went over the fence by a couple of metres, so the skipper well and truly in control.
and putting Australia in a good position in game one of this series. Frankie Mackay's alongside, but Frankie, tough going for New Zealand on the bowling side of things.
Yeah, just haven't been able to make inroads. Matt Henry picking up the only wicket to fall. Everyone expensive. It feels like everyone's been under the pump. They've tried the short ball, they've tried to go full and swing it, hope to get some seam movement early, some change-ups, trying to take pace off the deliveries. It just feels like everything New Zealand have gone to Australia, and mainly Mitchell Marsh, they've had the answer to it.
So partnership was 67 off 33 between Mitch Marsh and Travis Head. Travis Head 31 and 18 in that partnership. The equation now 60 from 60 balls. And that's into the deep as well. And just on the bounce though. Yeah, I just got the feeling from New Zealand they should have tried the spinner in the power play just to break it up, because they were on such a roll, Australia, inside the first 6 overs.
Yeah, that's the slight risk you have as New Zealand. But yes, all the right arm seamers are a little bit different. You've got the height that comes from Jameson, you've got the swing of Duffy and Folkes, the more seam option of Matt Henry, but they all bowl roughly the same speed. They're all that 130 to 140, all right arm seamers. And so you run that risk that if you don't have something different, batters just can get in and get set.
And then it makes it hard for Bracewell, the spinner, to come in when they've got such a big platform, Australia, where they'll just target him when they're hitting down with the breeze. I always felt that 181 was a good score, but maybe 15 short just to put a bit of pressure on Australia that needed early wickets.
Yeah, they were able to claw it back, I guess, New Zealand at the back end of the innings, but between overs 10 and 15, just stalled slightly.
Another one over the top of mid-off. Very good shot there from Matt Short. Just picked it up, went to that half volley length with no one out on the offside or just a deep point. You know you can hit straight. Clean hitting.
The off cutter from Matt Henry, but just stand and deliver it from Matt Short. On the arc, on bounce, excellent timing once again. And as an Australian fan, I'll be happy to see him back in the lineup. A couple of injury worries. A very talented cricketer. You see him with the ball as well, can make contributions there.
Good shot into the deep. Yeah, you talk about the injuries of Matt Short. He had that side strain. He played the T20 since November 2024, and that was against Pakistan. We're a bit of a tight squeeze in the batting lineup for Australia heading into the World Cup. No Maxwell on the side here. No Cam Green on the side here as well. He's playing red ball cricket back in Australia, so it's a good thing to have for Australia anyway. Might work out their top 6, top 7 batters heading into a World Cup next year. That's in the air, but it's over mid off. He's got enough on it. What about the strength there from Mitch Marsh? The ball wasn't that short. He got it high on the bat. He's pretty happy as well. And he's hit that into the breeze over mid off.
That's just phenomenal striking. The power of the man. It's just that little trot forward. Leverage that he's after and just muscles the ball offside. Feels like in the blink of an eye, 70 off 30. 5 sixes already in the innings, striking it over 230.
Yeah, drop ball to finish it. 11 done, 35 for 1 Australian.
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence that'll be great.
Now this is legit.
They've got themselves a pretty decent buffer. Equation now 47-54. Good change of bowling for the Mount End. Jameson into the attack. He actually bowled his first 2 overs into the breeze. He might go down breeze. Just get the field set here. 3 up the leg side, mid on, mid wicket, deep square. Oh, that's got to be out, surely. Full toss, he missed it. Matt Short did not pick that up at all. It might have been a change of pace. Finally, this partnership gets broken and New Zealand pick up their second.
Just think it's not what Matt Short is expecting whatsoever. First ball back, Kyle Jamieson, you expect Big Quick to be steaming in. Instead, it's the change of pace, the dipping leg cutter, and it has just slammed him on that front pad. Little wry smile from Jamieson. And he's done the trick. He's got the breakthrough for New Zealand. And it's Matt Short who's got to go for 29, Australia 155 for 2.
It's my first time camping. Which one's better?
The light jacket is perfect.
What about hats?
That bucket hat is much better for shade.
Great. And for Milo?
A matching hat would be adorable.
Come here, Milo.
अपनी परिश्रम से देश की रफ्तार बढ़ाने वाले मैकेनिक्स को HP Lubricants का सलाम। HP Lubricants, हिंदुस्तान का अपना इंजन ऑयल।
Wonderful striker. Started his career down there batting at 67. I love it. Now he's moving up the order for Australia. He's a quality player. Played a series against South Africa. Scored that magnificent 100 against the West Indies only a couple of months ago. 102 of 37 deliveries. He's got the power. And at the moment it's 47-53, so often when he comes in, he's always under the pump and then about 12 runs and over. So a little bit of luxury here for him at the moment.
Not quite sure this one would have been in the scouting plans pre-match. The low dipping, slower ball, the full toss. Just did Matt Short. All ends up. That reaction says it all from Kyle Jamieson. A little bit of a giggle. Job done.
Another one in the gut there for Mitch Marsh. It's in front of square and it goes into the rope. Really well played there from Mitch Marsh. Great placement.
Placement, power, timing, just excellent once again. It just skips on. He just hits the ball so hard, Mitchell Marsh. So hard to get the field set right to. He's got options all around the ground. Oh, all right.
Well, I don't mind that delivery because he's got 3 out on the leg side. There's a big gap between backward square and the deep man around about very straight mid-wicket. It's about 60 or 70 metres, so I've got to get that fielder a little bit squarer just to make sure it comes into play. He's got mid-off up. Anything that he pitches up, Jameson, or even the slow one or the on-pace delivery, he pitches it up. Mitch Marsh will look to try and take him over mid-off. It's interesting now with T20 cricket. Got a couple of freelancers, Frank, Marcus Stoinis, who doesn't have a contract. Tim David is another batter that doesn't have a contract, where the Australian selectors have allowed them to play in other competitions around the world. And Kane Williamson's probably one here in New Zealand. It's really the way the modern game is moving, where players not necessarily during the summer, but have missed Australian tours to go play in other tournaments. Tim David was one of them. Overhead wicket at the boundary. Very productive over there for Australia. 12 done, 145.2.
This article has too many options. What's a good local dessert when it's hot? Bingsu. It's a popular shaved ice dessert in Korea. Please find us the nearest place.
मैं देखता हूँ अपने क्रिएटर्स की सोच, अपने यूजर्स की जरूरतें, अपने मशीन्स को करीब से, अपने पार्टनर्स को जिम्मेदारियां निभाते कभी।
So Australia in 37-48 in game one of this T20 series. Bracewell and New Zealand's just tried all different combinations tonight with bowling. Hasn't been easy. Australian batsmen haven't made it easy for the bowlers to settle in. That's led by Mitch Marsh, 75, 34 deliveries, 8 fours and 5 sixes for Mitch Marsh. Strike rate 220. Bit off coming in and just on the bounce, didn't time it. Would have been one of the first ones he hasn't timed.
Oh, to be playing so well, you can give yourself a head shake when you're 76 not out off 35. Show some disappointment, not striking every single ball out of the middle. Do you think that the strength and the depth of this Australian batting lineup in particular just takes a bit of pressure off Mitchell Marsh, that actually that's why we see the best of him now?
Well, I think he's played quite well, Mitch Marsh. He was the player of the series in February 2024 against New Zealand as well. No, I think he's been a really good form. But I think their setup, they just know that their top 7, they can go hard. And if someone misses out, then hopefully someone else will pick it up from the other end. And they're very confident when they're walking in, when they're batting. Even if they're 3 down, they're still going to put the foot down because they believe that if they're batting second, that they can chase anything. And if they're batting first, they want to make sure they can get somewhere near 200 anyway. But I think, I think you're right. You can tell straight away that even in the first over, they're quite happy to try and take it on, go mid-off or hit it through mid-on. That gives them a lot of confidence to do that. With Marcus Stoinis, Mitch Owen and Alex Carey coming next, so you think you've got the confidence behind you as well. And I think heading into the World Cup in India and Sri Lanka next year, I think that's what you're going to see from a lot of teams. So I think, if the conditions suit and the wickets are flat, you're going to have to get 200 on the board if you're going to be competitive.
Yeah, well, batting depth it's quite scary looking at that Australian side. You've got Glenn Maxwell obviously injured, not here, Cameron Green, Josh Inglis missing out, injury as well.
Well, that'll be the one for Australia to work out how do they fit them in. Basically, there was always in the, you go back 5 or 10 years, you're thinking, let's put a pitch hitter in. But I think that's gone now. Worry about pitch hitters. You're just putting in your top 7 pitch hitters and going hard. And I think England started to do that about 5 years ago. That hasn't always worked, but I think if you stack it full of batters, right down to 7, maybe Agar Ben Dorsh's here's an all-round. He's batted really well. Pat Cummins, he plays 8 and 9. He bats really well. It's definitely a different philosophy with packing your top 7 with power hitters. 13 done, 150 for
2. Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence. That'll be great.
Now this is legit.
Just not enough. We needed somewhere close to 195. A little bit of pressure on chasing side. side parts bit, which Marsh that's done. Jameson into his last over tonight. Really well hit there from Marsh. Gee, that was strong. He was down the wicket, crunched it through the offside, and another boundary.
Trace the bullet on the bat. Mitchell Marsh. His cross seamer pitched up once again from Kyle Jamieson. Absolutely pummeled through the offside.
Quite time it. Well, it's never easy when you're pushing into the breeze as a quick bowler and you got a batter down the other end. It was mid-80s, hitting the powerful shots like that. Sometimes you just don't know where to bowl. You try and bowl that Yorker, you don't quite get it in the right length, and it goes to the ball, you drop it short and pull it through with wicket for 4 as well. Not easy.
So at times being a bowler, T20 cricket, the margin for error is so small.
Breeze has picked up on the Bay Oval. It was pretty blustery at the start of the game. I reckon it's amped up a bit now. Good to see the crowd out. Very cold and blustery conditions. School holidays, I think, at the moment, so that's a good sign for the games coming up on Friday and Saturday as well. More of a babysitting exercise. Just drop them at the fence and pick them up in about 4 hours' time. That's always another way of doing it as well. Might get 2 here. Tim David who makes that decision, no, just the 1. $25.37 for Australia to win this opening game.
A little something special. Moment of magic, moment of brilliance. Team gone 157 for 2.
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence that'll be great.
Now this is legit. Good as that. Lovely to have cricket back playing in the New Zealand spring. Simply excellent. The duo, Stoinis and Head, carry the icing on the cake. And that is today's 4th moment of the match.
Good choice that, Frankie. Yeah, some good work. Good double teaming down there on the boundary. It's always great to see that in T20 cricket as well. Fielders expressing themselves out the boundary. And it was a great piece of work. Great throw there from Travis Head right over the top, as you said. Not so much in it. About an inch or 2, the bat just in the air. sure what happened there. Don't know why I didn't take that.
I love that. We've just talked moment of the match and we've shown a bit of absolute brilliance. And then just to show you that cricket is at times the ridiculous and the sublime. That one there, Mitchell Marsh just knocks it down the ground, long on in place. Yes, no, maybe wait. He says, actually, I'll just keep the strike.
I think he wanted the run. Tim David wasn't sure. A little bit of wind in the deep, should be a mark. It is taken. A chest mark. Pretty well hit from Mitch Marsh, the skipper, but he's got to go and pick out the man in the deep. And a wicket for the Kiwis.
How often do you see that? A little bit of a mix-up with the running. Probably should have been Tim David on strike, but instead it's still Mitchell Marsh. Tries to carve that offside once again. One of the favoured shots. Hits it flat, hits it hard. Hits it to today's earliest centurion, Tim Robertson, camped out on the cover boundary. New Zealand have picked up their third wicket. It's Mitchell Marsh. He's gone for 85. Is there a twist in the tail yet? Australia, 157 for 3.
Was
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence that'll be great.
Now this is legit.
Mitch Marsh, the skipper, departs. Alex Carey comes to the crease. Coming into the squad because of Josh English with that calf strain. That's number 5, very handy with the bat. Equation 25-34.
It always baffles me his T20 record isn't better. Alex Carey. Go, a little bit ungainly to start, but gets himself off the mark of the boundary.
Yeah, I agree. He's a quality batsman. I think he's the key for Australia in this Ashes series coming up. But this is what you talk about, Frank. The run should have been taken. Tim David didn't want it. I don't know why. And then the very next ball, holds out in the deep. Robertson taking a very good catch, but the run had to been taken. Tim David on strike.
Yeah, I think you might owe the skipper a lemonade for that one. That's when you walk off, you're Mitch Marsh just shaking the head. You give a little glance down to your non-striker who's trying to look anywhere but at you. A little whoops, a little brain fade perhaps in Tim David at the non-striker's end.
A bit of stinger on the head there from Carey. He's probably thinking, geez, I don't need that. Or keeping the pace there, Matt Henry. He's got serious pace. He's bowling down breeze as well. I'll be thinking, oh, he's only got one ball left anyway. That's good.
Rocking a serious stoush as well. Paying a little homage to the first T20 between these two countries, where it was all facial hair and hair teased up into the afro, sweatbands on, the beige on. Of course, it is beige day here, Bay Oval. 20 years passed since that first T20 at Eden Park.
Well, that's gone a long way. Tim David, oh, he's crunched that into the deep. He's got some power, no doubt about that. 15 done. The Aussies getting closer, 168 for 3. Big shot in to the bank there. Just dragged it down a little bit, Matt Henry. He's bowled his 4th over though. He's 243 out tonight. Australia 14-30. From 30 required, Tim David 13. His 8 deliveries. 1416. That was it. Get his head down. Just smoked it through the leg side. Richardson's jumped in the seat just to tidy it up here.
संतुल भाई ये क्या हो गया कैसे बंद हो गया नहीं आ रहा है कभी से ये लोग ऐसे चल रहा है बंद कर लो ये तो है